In this video, I'm going to teach you everything there is to know about men. It's important first that we're speaking the same language, so let's start off by defining what is a man. The most clear definition of man is the singular version of men. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's move on to the different taxonomical subclassifications of men. Up first, we have guys. Guys can be used to describe any man that you're familiar with but don't particularly know. For example, every Sunday, I take my trash out and wave at the man across the street. He's introduced himself and his entire family to me, but I couldn't point him out of a lineup or remember his name. I could guess that he's probably not a serial killer, but I can't be sure. This is what we call a guy, which is different than a dude. Dudes can be used to reference any and all living things, including men, women, and children. It can also be used as a substitute for the following words and phrases depending on the pronunciation, which the same can be said about the word bro. This is the only word with many rules because the label actually means something. A bro is a guy who's become a friend and through repeated effort has transcended through the level of a dude to eventually be called your bro. For example, you're talking to a hot girl at the bar, but her friend comes to ruin a good time. A bro would sacrifice himself to distract the friend, also known as a grenade, by any means necessary to allow you to take home this girl. Most non-men believe the word bro to just be shorthand for the word brother. And while that's technically true, those two things are completely different. The reason being, the label bro is the most sacred thing a man can be given, which means it has strict rules. Number 1, the title of bro must be earned. Number 2, the title only lasts for 12 months of consistent broship. Number 3, the title of bro cannot be self-assigned. A guy will never call his brother bro unless he's done bro-worthy things. Most girls wouldn't call anyone bro unless they're doing one of two things. 1, they're friend-zoning you. 2, attempting to launch an acting career on OnlyFans. A bro of a bro can vouch for another bro, which is considered the ultimate stamp of approval and more precious than the Medal of Honor. But there is, of course, a problem. College-age guys have been diluting the term bro by interchangeably using it when they mean to say frat bro, which of course is defined as some guy who's recently discovered going to the gym, his love for Natty Light, and Joe Rogan. It's important to note frat bros can be bros by inviting you to their house parties and letting you name drop them when you're asked at the door, "Who do you know here?" Now that we've covered dudes, guys, and bros, let's go on to boys. There are two generally recognized definitions for the use of boys. Number 1, the guys you drink with, aka the boys. Guys you sort of know but wouldn't invite to hang out with one-on-one. And number 2, the main point of controversy for Catholic priests. Now that you have a scientific understanding of the classifications of men, we need to compare this to how they're seen in Western society. This is much simpler as the world believes that men only exist on a single spectrum. On one end, we have the elite giga-chads. You'll know when you see them because they're exceptionally good looking and are also rich. These men have so much wealth that the laws of society don't affect them. Even when paired with the most extreme feminists, they'll convince you that staying at home is actually female empowerment. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we have what are known as the deadbeats. These are men who are single-handedly producing more fatherless kids than they have dollars to their name. Their kryptonite includes things like accountability, responsibilities, and spending money and time on anyone but themselves without a court order. These two extremes just make up a small fraction of the total men according to society, while the rest of the section in the middle includes types of men such as feminists, liberals, conservatives, the average Joe, and most of you watching this video. Society has collectively labeled this group as part of the patriarchy. This of course does not apply to the extremes because giga-chads are too wealthy and handsome to care and deadbeats don't know how to read. Now let's move through some rapid-fire sections that are universally true about men. Number 1. What do men believe? The answer is whatever ends the conversation the fastest. Number 2. How do you know if a guy likes you? There is a very simple test for this. First, ask yourself, what would it take for you to touch his wiener? If you actually contemplated the answer to this rather than saying I would never, then he will like you. Number 3. What to gift a guy? If you have a special guy in your life, whether he's a friend, a bro, or a romantic partner, you've probably Googled this question and learned that you only get sponsored ads for the next 6 months. The actual answer will require trivial detective work, but for this, I always recommend gifting a guy an outfit that consists of basics. This works because guys don't buy clothes until they're on the verge of collapse. A simple shirt like a short or long sleeve Henley will show him that there are more things to life than expensive thrift store shirts. This goes well into the next question: how do you compliment a guy? It's very easy to boost the confidence of a guy by giving him a compliment. The easiest way is to just do it, because by age 30, most guys can count the compliments they've received in their life on one hand. When done correctly, this moment will be replayed in his head for the next 6 years of his life, or death, whichever comes first. When done incorrectly, this moment will be replayed on TV for the next 6 months until his court hearing or death, whichever comes first. Number 5. What do men like? I know this is a rapid fire section, but this is a very loaded question and will take approximately 45 minutes for you to understand, so you should probably get comfortable. Well, I guess that's really it. Was it good for you? Now that we've covered the basics, let's understand inter-guy linguistics. Research has shown that when guys communicate, they start conversations by speaking in hypothetical actions or scenarios that involve them doing something in order to produce the series of events that would create this scenario, before they mutually acknowledge each other's hypothetical either verbally or by continuing the scenario. That was a lot of information, so let's use an example. Dude, wouldn't it be cool if we opened a bar and threw crazy parties? This is considered the hypothetical state and scenario with clear actions that produce an outcome. There are a few ways another guy can respond to this. 1. Mutually acknowledge the scenario, aka, that would be fucking sick. Or 2. Continuing the hypothetical state and scenario. We could go all out for holidays like St. Paddy's Day and 4th of July. This form of hypothetical communication is a contrast to times when guys communicate with others. However, these are just a test to see if they'd still love you. How to argue with guys. It's important to note that when you disagree with a guy and want to let him know, you should set your expectations very low. It's unlikely you're going to change his mind to agree with you, because that would imply that he was listening in the first place, so it's really a moot point. But if you choose to take on the impossible task, here's what you need to be ready. Number 1. Facts. Number 2. A basic understanding of the 16 logical fallacies. If you can call out when he uses one of these while finding a way to reference Jordan Peterson, then congratulations, you've succeeded. If you fail to prepare for this battle of wits and find yourself on the ropes, you can likely end with a draw by one of 2 things. Number 1. A good joke. For this, you need a basic understanding of joke structure, and then to realize you're not funny. If this fails, you can use the escape rope that can get you out of just about any situation. I hope you enjoyed this video that explained everything you need to know about men. If you found this tutorial helpful, please share it with someone you think will enjoy.